Hello, good morning, welcome to the channel. Hello, welcome. Right, okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck, that's hot. Ugh. The metal bits on the table. I've got the fire on. Well, it was warm yesterday, but it's nice to have the fire on in the morning. It gets cold at night. I was in the. We've been at the Stirling Classic Car Show at the weekend. It was fantastic. It really was. What a wonderful weekend it was. So I'm quite tired. Great to see all the cars as usual. Really enjoyed it. Weather was alright. Started raining near the end. Just a shower. It really was fantastic. So a bit tired today, but I need to get myself sorted out. Yeah, it's nice to put the fire on. And obviously, we're getting into the summer. That's what's left from Chunel Estate, so I'll need to get another load. Get it in and get it loaded up, for October, I suppose. I'll probably buy another load off them. I think it's cheaper in the summer. Right, okay. Right, so the script is what's happening? Well, what's happening is right, so well, the mini. Well, I don't know if there's the mini. Still haven't sorted that out yet. There's someone from Switzerland. I need to get. Well, actually, one. I hate it. It sounds like I'm making excuses here. The studio is ready. The studio is cleaned out. The heater's fixed. The door's fixed. Could maybe get in there. Well, get in there this week. So I want to get started on getting some art done. So yeah, that's something that's got. I mean, I was concentrating on getting that classic car show done, which took a lot of my time. Which is kind of why I've sort of. Well, so now it's Monday morning. I need to get in that studio this week. So I've got to. A lot of this stuff for the classic car show was amongst all my art stuff, so that's been moved. So now we'll get the art stuff into the studio. I mean, I've got lots of materials that I've been picking up, gathering, paints, and you name it, I've got it, because I've been getting it at car boot sales, so it's saving me a lot of money, all the material, because the art material is actually quite expensive. So I've got it all. I need to get it. I need to get a little art studio, which is what I've got outside. The only thing I'm concerned about it is it's a summer house. I need to watch the paper doesn't get, well, I have got heating in it, right? I put heating in this art studio, but it is a summer house. I want to get the roof insulated a bit more because it's got a single skin roof on it. I want to put another skin on it with more insulation. Blah 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 blah. So I'll need to watch what I'm doing in terms of the winter, using it. Maybe I can get it to. I don't know. See, in the summer, I mean, it's going to be really baking hot in there, which is fine. It's too hot. You just open the doors, right? Fine. No problem. You don't need air conditioning or nothing like that. So it might be that I might need to keep a third bedroom in here. I think as part of the art thing. I look like somebody whose biscuits are always falling off their plate all the time. I never seem to. Oh God, what the fuck's that doing in here? I never seem to quite get on top of everything. It's always like, God, there's all this shit. But never mind. Well, I'll try and speed this channel update up. Snortograms came in thick and fast from the cycling video. So some of it was actually starting to affect me a bit. But the good news is I was busy at the weekend, so I was able to avoid them. So I've had a bit of a sleep and everything, and I've answered some of them. Some of them have got quite abusive. There's one or two of them. It's funny enough, it seems to be the American ones that are the abusive ones. Yeah, the Americans have found, it's generalising, some of them, I mean it's a huge place, America, USA. Some of them seem to come across as just being really horrible. I've had that run-ins with him on Facebook. In terms of social issues, they're really, which is a bit ironic when you consider if you get an American cyclist, you know, I mean the parallels and analogies with the LGBT movement and everything like that. I haven't actually mentioned that yet. I don't want to send any of them off. Well, I am actually. I think I have sent one of them off the edge. They don't like the truth. Nobody likes the truth, right? Nobody does. I don't like it either, but the truth is the truth, right? And you've got to face up to it. I've had to face up to it. You've got to face up to it. But I can't, you know, it's not my job to make you realise that you're a tosser, right? You've got to do it yourself. And when you realise you're a tosser, do something about it. Try and stop tossing. Maybe a better word might have been. So basically, I think this would take hours to go into this. A moronic comment came in about that video. Drivers must give way to pedestrians at all times, so stop whinging or don't drive. I know the person walking the dog. So fucking what? You know him. Well, that means you're a fucking idiot as well, doesn't it? So, that's funny, I've had 2 comments this morning for somebody that knows him, right? Isn't that a bit of a coincidence? I know him. Well, that seems a bit more friendly though. I know him, he's from Larbert. He is not from Larbert. He most certainly is. No, he isn't. It's like a pantomime. I don't think he's from Larbert. People say to me, where are you from? Where am I from? Do you mean where, you know, so it's like, I am from Fort William. I'm from Corpach, near, I can't even say it, I've been away for that long. Corpach, Fort William. That's where I'm from. Corpach. It sounds a bit weird. Been away for a long time. That's where I'm from, but I live somewhere else. Got it? Worse for the cyclist. It's actually worse than a cyclist. Generally, cyclists don't take their dog on a busy road. Cyclists don't walk their dogs. Why are these people so dim? You know? So the answer this idiot got was, unsolicited advice never works. If you know him, he must be one of the lucky ones in your peer group where none of you take responsibility. Low calibre individuals living in a peat bog. Oh, aye. That's not, I must have woke up in a bad mood. Another thing, the weird narrative about the Scottish Greens. The Green SNP desire to shut down our infrastructure and get paid for it and get us to pay for it. So you can be funny with people. They're funny with me, I'll be funny with you. As long as if you get abusive, you get blocked. But if you're sort of horrible, but it's like I can actually get back at you. So this is definitely the most moving and awe-inspiring pieces of media I have ever seen. 1,000,000 bravos to you, sir. Right? So, that's pure sarcasm. I says, yes, flitting takes its toll. The hazards are on. Right, so Chunel Calder Road, there's a massive queue, and I thought, what the hell's going on here? Is it just busy or something? And it turns out there's BMWs brought down in the middle lane. His hazards are on. 7, how many question marks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 question marks. What are you crying about? Sin. I did a bit of research about crying. It's important not to make assumptions about what might have happened. It's all very apt. Instead, simply ask what they need. Is there anything you can do to help them at that moment? Ask them a question, give them space to react. Don't hug them, because that could be assault. Afterwards, don't feel you have to bring it up again. You know, well, I might feel like that, because I had that fried bread in my breakfast, and it had like mackerel in the oil from Friday evening. Saturday evening. Unless it's a regular occurrence, then you tell them to fucking man up. We all have times when we get more emotional than we'd like in certain situations. Give some people grace, especially if they're under pressure. You mean Mr. Grace? Hello, what can I do for you today, madam? A lot of nice comments about my Ford. Thank you. There's a lot of normal comments came in, which is unusual, because there's definitely more abnormal comments come my way. Must be my fault. This guy's sensible. Pounds to make bike lanes all around. Sterling, which 3 people use. Fucking right. This moron. Failing to proceed. What's happened to them? His hazards are on. He's broken down. Is that difficult for you to understand? So my answer, failing to proceed means he's broken down. Is that difficult for you? And so it means the same thing. See, a lot of them are so thick, aren't they? Right, I think that's enough of this, because we're going to be here all day. We're running out of time as it is. I don't think we've got time for this. It's too much. It's too much for my brain to take. Well, we'll do this quickly. It's a truck video. A bus. What is the point, mate? Your videos are trash. Right, so I don't really want to block everybody or ban everybody, but if you're going to say things like that, I think you deserve to be banned, don't you? I mean, why? What good would come out of that? Saying that to somebody. There's nothing there, Mark. You ain't doing nothing, Mark. So there's only one thing could be done there. You really are. This is the American cyclist. You're just quite horrible. You really are the lowest of the low. So I says I'm 5'6". Then he goes, "What even are you?" ? That's actually transphobic. So what we'll do with that is we'll approve it, and we'll put it. Aye, why not? The biker was hugging the white line, couldn't get any more to the left without leaving the road. What exactly was he doing? Unacceptable. Policing other people. This is this guy again. Beaver. Often all they're doing is getting fit. Getting fit? Most cyclists do their leisure riding on Sunday or is the evening when the necessity for most people to drive is almost non-existent. Ooh, that's a bit ignorant, isn't it? I mean, there's people work on Sundays. There's lots of people work on Sundays. And yet, there's always a prick in a red Astra who's in a massive rush. Oh, I don't think he is American. He sounds like an American. I think he's British. Driving's not a right, it's a privilege. Oh, that bullshit. Afforded to you at the cost of learning and qualifying. That is why insurance and MOT are legal. See, it's a good point. They're required because it's your responsibility for your car to be safe and you'll be able to reimburse when it's at fault. Riding a bike. See, I mean, that's what's wrong, you moron. That's what cyclists should have to do. Riding bicycles on the road at bridleway, cycle pass and restricted byways is a right outlined in the highway code are legal, so it's one of the most popular sports according to many disciplines. And again, your ignorance is astounding. This guy here, some advice. I've just googled your art, it's shit. Get another hobby. Cycling maybe. Well, he doesn't know what he's talking about, does he? A lot like getting angry at cyclists literally using a legal highway and doing nothing else. Right, okay. A 2-ton car does 16 times more damage than... At this point, that's no point in having a rational discussion with this guy. He's a fanatic. He's a zealot and a fanatic. So there's no point in saying, some kind of scientific answer about mathematics. It doesn't matter. Your maths doesn't work. This Nutty Commuter, I'd stop there. With every response you merely provide further examples of your ignorance of this topic. This is the guy that shouts out people's number plates. That's how sad this guy is. Where is it? So see there, he puts the reg number on. I mean, why would you bother? What? Why would you bother? There he's in his cycle, his push bike. He's got his camera at the back, camera at the front. There he goes. This is at Edinburgh. Where is it? I don't exactly know where it is. God, it's boring, isn't it? No much wonder you've only got 6 subscribers. Ooh! Wow!
hotel uniform.
Oh! That was fucking brilliant.
Hotel uniform. Charlie.
Listen to this.
Charlie Echo 19 Bravo hotel uniform.
I'm trying to work out if I recognise that road. Oh, you still at it? Why did he beep at him? Alright, so is that... just going along this push right. Oh, there's Holiday Inn. Is that near Inglestown?
Charlie Echo 19 Bravo hotel uniform.
I mean, at the end of the day, right, so that road, it says 30, that should be a 50. You know, and he's in this push bike, and I don't know why that car driver peeped at him, because if he's got lights and everything on, you know, I think I know what it was. Right, I've just got it. Yeah, it was because he pulled out in front of him. Yeah. You know, like, you've got to look at things, you know, from some kind of perspective of, you know, objectively. He's pulled out there. He isn't exactly pulled out in front of him, is he? No, he's on the... He's going... It's not that, no.
Charlie Echo 19 Bravo hotel uniform.
I'm not exactly sure. Even though this guy's a complete twat, I think the car doesn't like cyclists. Sensible, yeah. So I've had discussions with Nutty Commuter. He starts to get very childish. Like in this situation, you know, he starts. I've kind of discussed with him lengthy, and he'll sort of disappear and then come away with stuff like this. He can't really, you know, rationalise, or he's a zealot. He's obsessed with bikes. I mean, how sad is it that you're on a bike with all your cameras? I mean, I do it. Well, I go about my life filming, and I generally go about my life, and maybe he's doing the same. I don't know if he's coming from work or something, but to sort of shout out reg numbers, I think that's like a step too far. I certainly wouldn't do that. You know, it's like he's a professional victim. You know, this guy. Oh, I can't really go into this. It'll take too long. Why don't I just approve some? He sells bikes. You know, you're quite horrible for somebody that sells bikes. I'll approve that. Right. You're an expert and so on, but I'll take a point. You've been on a bike since you're 15. What I'll do is I'll approve them, and I'll probably end up deleting them, blocking the people. But some of the ones, if you do get one that's, say, like abusive, you have to approve it and then report it. You can't report it until it's approved. There was one that, course damage was there was 0 foot, you know. So this guy's abusive. So he's communicating with Nutty Commuter. He can't take criticism. Probably the same thing that drives impatience around cyclists. It's always someone frustrated with a vehicle in front. I guess the guy moans at slow moving lorries, even though I don't moan about slow moving lorries. You can, if you had any sense, you'd notice my channel involves a lot of lorry footage. So I'm a truck spotter, so you're a bit of a moron, really. That's just a weak argument against just my selfish opinion. Also, let's not forget, in the grand scheme of things, a cyclist may well be in a position to be generating some more commerce than you. Highly unlikely. pro in the power drive there, because more than by your logic you should be staying behind the cyclist who's contributes to the road system, though its high tax rates is higher than yours, which makes him why he can't afford time to put along his bike, while you're desperate to get from a point to point to do the jobs you better demand of you. Just saying, what? Oh God. They do fucking stress your heads out, these cyclists, like, I mean, he's kind of turning it around there. It's like a Jimmy Saville moment for him. He's oh fuck, I don't know, I can't even explain this. I've got a headache thinking about it. How do they get in the way exactly? You just need to like you do behind the car that's going slow, and you wait till you get a break and then come travelling over to it when you can. Such thing as start your journey earlier. If you're alright, mate, get some counselling. Well, that's not really that abusive, is it? Right, so that's that. Anywhere there's heavy traffic, it is quicker to cycle. Whether it's something or not, we just cycle past you. It's a 20-minute drive or a 15-minute cycle quicker. It's all about, they're not. All these lot of people are not understanding. Well, they're not. Like, just use me for example. Why do I have a fucking van? I don't have to explain it. Why? Am I going to use a push bike? No. Why? Because it's totally impractical. You cannot use a push bike. So these lot are, what are they, computer nerds? Are they? So they are extremely selfish because everything's getting taken to where they work or whatever. All they've got to do is take themselves to work. It's simple. That's the sort of work that they're in. It's a total blinkered idea that everybody's like them. Why doesn't Tesco use push bikes? Why? Why doesn't Tesco give their lorry drivers push bikes and say, look, save the planet, use these? And then you go into Tesco, all the shelves are empty. Why are all the shelves empty? Oh, because we've got push bikes, we're not allowed trucks. It's like, it's actually quite frustrating how thick they are. It's not a thick exactly, it's belligerent, isn't it? So that's all the health review. A lot of ones I would normally have blocked have not been blocked. I'll have a look at them. Some of them. Oh, there was quite a good. We need to get. It's 22 minutes into this. There was a guy gave me. He was a bit horrible. The one that said my art was shite. I had a look. I'd googled my own art on Google, and it is a bit disappointing, I have to admit. Basically, because I haven't really done much fresh stuff. I need to get on with it and get into it and get producing, get the fresh stuff uploaded. I'm a member of the art groups, two of them, the SSA and the RSA. But I need to get into it. Really, but so that, in a way, your opinion on whether my art is shit or not is it's actually up to you. I can't force anybody. Well, the guy just doesn't like it because he just doesn't like me. So it's irrelevant what my art looks like for that guy. He's just been horrible, right? And it could be, you do get people who can't see art. I've met them. They actually cannot see it. What I mean? There's a guy I knew years ago said to me, I can't see what you. I did a painting and it was all about colour, and I did this painting and it was praised at the college and everything, and there was something in it, and we were looking at it and I was really pleased with it because of the feedback I got from lecturers, Siobhan and Niall, and he couldn't see it, and a couple of weeks later he in a different conversation, he was colourblind. He couldn't see the colours. Some people can't see art. That's all right. I can't really help you with that. That's just the way you are, And if you don't like me, it's because I've offended you or something, and then you're going to say my art is shit. Well, it's not really a legitimate complaint, is it? Really? A lot of comments about the. It's all very selfish, isn't it? Most cyclists would be delighted with better cycle routes. Aye, it's all about you and what you want. Aye. Yeah, I get you. But the change is coming. Now, where we need to go with this is get this over the LGBT thing. I don't know if I do this somehow with these lot idiots, I'll end up getting them for... I'm not really like that though. I don't really want to, like start shouting reg numbers out and at the top of my voice, But if they started getting into that, because that's what they are trying to get into. They are trying to claim that they're an identity, like cycling identity, when they're just people. They're mostly males. They're beta males, most of them. They're anti-human. They're mostly incompetent males, or they're nerds, geeks. The types that are into computers and stuff, and they've got a very narrow outlook on things. Most of them would be a failure with women, yeah, because women want competence. I know I am. Well, that's what, back to me again. I admit I'm a failure. I'm not in denial about it. So that's the difference. I'm not in denial about being a failure with women and a failure generally with all this sort of thing. This guy here. Here's some advice I've just googled. It's shit. Get another hobby, cycling maybe. This guy's a right moron. Richard Simcock. Keep responding to every single post like this. If we all annoy you, maybe it's to do with you. So what I said to him was, I control the comments. Also, I control who is allowed to comment. Also, offensive comments and commenters get blocked by YouTube. It's actually false what I said there. It's me that does it. Thanks for your comment. You have a nice evening. So that makes them think that it's actually YouTube that's doing it, not me. But I don't know why that makes any difference. Who cares? They're just so dim, aren't they? Cyclists. Oh God, look at the fall on here, the footfall. I don't know what the point of that was. What he's saying is that car accidents generate commerce. I never thought about it like that. Yeah. Maybe it's been from an American perspective, where it's a commerce, whereas we've got the NHS, which is possibly still a commerce. There's people who make money with the NHS. So, you've got to... There was a comment I'm trying to find, I don't know where it's gone. It's from that I flew over the cuckoo's nest or something. So they are getting a voice. I don't think I've actually deleted any of them. I should have done. The guy that said I was said he'd reported me for harassment. I think we're going to have to leave it here because it's a bit. I can't even fucking find half of them. Oh, here we go. This guy, he's almost going to get deleted. He's just been really nasty. I think you have to recognise that you can't really do that. You've got to. I'm not even going to answer any of these questions. He's just too nasty. But it's the one who's it that said, "What even are you?" That was like, I think I should block him. Probably will in a minute. I think that's the majority of this has been taken up with angry cyclists. I think the best thing to do is what I do is he said I was a clown, right? This guy. I flew over the cuckoo's nest, said I was a clown. I can't find the comment. It's there somewhere. So I said to him, there's actually a lot, I turned it around. I said, well, it's actually not that easy to be a clown. You've got to go through training and all sorts of things. It's not like you can just be a clown, right? And he's actually discriminating against clowns. Yeah, that's another thing. I never thought of that. He's discriminating against clowns. But I actually said he wasn't capable of being a clown because he can't see my art, right? Because he said it's shite. And that's because it's not my art that's shite, it's him that's shite, because he can't see it. So he's also discriminating against clowns, which I've only just thought about that now, you know. He's discriminating against them. Aye, what even are you? I mean, you're getting into... Well, I'll tell you, I'll get him to... What we'll do is we'll do a bit of entrapment here. We'll do what the Nutty Commuter does. Where's the freaking... where's the... What do you mean? Where's the... Ah, that's way over there. What do you mean? Right? We'll see if he falls for it. See if we can get him into that trap. What do you mean? Right, we'll see what happens. But really I should have blocked him. I don't normally play games with him too much because it turns out it's not a pleasant experience for anybody, unless you're a psychopath. A psychopath! Well, you know what, they don't even use the freaking psychopaths. You know? It's terrible. I don't know if some of them have got... They are pretty thick, remember, just because they're computer programmers. They are good at... Well, they're Aspies, aren't they? Generally, Aspie types. And that's the whole thing about all this, right? Let's get away for that. Sorry about that, I just spent too much time on there. They are like Aspie types. And that's where the LGBT thing and everything comes in as well. Because a lot of them are Aspies, and that's how a lot of them end up changing their gender and everything like that. It's because of a lack of identity. They're mentally disturbed. I'm sort of beyond that. I'm at the other end of that, where I've done it and realised how fucking stupid it was and have got to live with it. Whereas the cycling thing, it does have parallels, and it will have crossovers. You've really got failed men is what you've got for the most part. They're not all like that. I mean, some of them are okay. Most of them aren't okay. I mean, most people, if they get on a push bike, just cycle to work or something. They don't give a shit about all this crap, right? And they're careful and they get to work and they're usually fine. Right, so thanks for watching. Does anybody think my art's shite? Well, there always will be people who think that. Yeah, probably. Maybe I'm a bit sensitive. Yeah, I'll admit it. I've got a feeling. My feeling is that what the fuck's that up there? Right, so my feeling is, well done you've upset me. You haven't really. It's you've given me traffic. Lucinda Ferguson, yeah. Right, so on that note, I should have had them at the car show. I should have done some better, drawings of the Granada and had them for sale. Yeah, I never thought of it. Well, I did think I just never got around to it. Right, there's Jack. On that note, thanks for watching.